The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, we'll come on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, right here on TFNN.com. Don't forget you can listen to us anywhere on your mobile phone, or you can see us right there directly on Tiger TV at TFNN.com, or even live inside the eSignal platform, coming to you with, 10 hours of live audio, live trader commentary a day. So many hours now I can't even keep up with it. But just adding on more and more to the mix to make things better and better. Let's go ahead and check out the market overview where everything's at right now. We got the indices sort of oscillate a little bit. We got the S&P is down 2.5, Russell down 2, Nasdaq currently down 20 points with the Dow down 27. We're rolling on over to the metals markets. We got copper right now. Copper's down about 0.5%, a little over 0.5%. We got gold down about 0.5% right now. Silver moving big, down 1.5% on the day. Oil had some nice moves today. Currently, it's just sitting up 60 cents, a little over 0.5% on the day. We got natural gas, massive move on inventories, down 3.5%, pretty leveling off at this moment. We'll pull that up and look at it. We got corn right now, though. We got corn in the ag move. We got 7 points down, a little over 2.25% move going on there. And the soybeans down 18.5. We'll pull those charts up. We'll roll through those on the ag release. Pound dollar currently up 21 pips. Euro dollar up 23. Euro pounds up 4. Dollar franc currently sitting down 15 pips. US yen down 6. Your yen is up 20 pips. Aussie yen's down 50. Got the dollar index has moved 0.11% there. And we got the bonds off 9 ticks right now on the day, up a little bit. So that catches us up on our current market afternoon lunch wrap. Let's go ahead and do a couple other reminders that you need to remember. If you're a trader out there, we got oil and we have indice rollover happening right now, taking progress. So, do you have to roll over today? No, you do not. Rollover is in progress. A lot of traders are staying on the September contracts on the indices. Some are rolling on over to the December contracts on the indices. By indices, I mean the S&P, the Russell, the Nasdaq, and the Dow. Next Tuesday, we'll be rolling over the FTSE and the DAX as well. Then, of course, we got crude oil also in process of rollover right now at the moment. Not only are those rolled over, we also have all of the futures Forex contracts. Official CME rollover date was Monday the 8th, but in reality, they don't really roll till later in the week. Usually today, tomorrow, that rollover is complete. Okay? And what does rollover mean? It means that the volume goes to the next contract. A future is an agreement. It's a contract, an agreement between a buyer and a seller to make or take delivery, if held all the way to the delivery date of the contract, on a commodity or an indice or whatever else. Now, things like indices, they're cash settled. Nobody's going to, you're not getting delivered, all the shares of the stock to your front door. Crude oil, you'll get some barrels. It all depends upon, what broker you have. With most brokers, unless you have set up with them to actually take and make deliveries, we'll just close out your contracts on last trade date. And they'll charge you a nice little fee to do so if you don't get around to closing it yourself, or inform them that you do want to make or take delivery. Some won't even do it. You need to go somewhere else to get that done. So, but anyways, you need to make sure you know what the policy is with your broker on that if you are a futures trader. And even if you're a Nadex trader, you need to know that you need to roll over. You don't ever have to worry about making or taking delivery. You don't ever have to worry about option exercise. You don't have to worry about something being assigned to you. Everything's cash settled when it expires. It's very simple. It's very easy. And your net profit or loss will be, your actually no additional losses are taken out because you're fully collateralized. But whatever is left of the equity you put up, like on a spread, or if there's profit, then you'll be getting back all the risk plus the profit on the trade as soon as it expires, usually in like about a minute or two. But anyway, so make sure if you are a Nadex trader that tomorrow after the close, you do go ahead and on your contracts on your platforms, whether you use an eSignal or NinjaTrader or Thinkorswim or TradeStation or whatever it is that you like to use out there, make sure you roll on over to ES12 or ESZ4, whatever, ES12, 14 or Z4, depending on which one you're using. And same thing on the Russell TF there. We got NASDAQ and the Dow. Oil's going to roll on over, I want to say, to the November contract. We're currently on the October contract. So make sure you roll over to X4, CLX4, or CL1114, depending upon which one you're using. Very important that you're looking at the right contracts, the right liquidity. And for Nadex, especially because you're doing a derivative, you're doing an option. The price is based on that contract. So you need to make sure you're looking at the specific contract that you're trading. Otherwise, you're going to be severely disappointed whenever it finishes 20 cents higher than your strike, but you lose on a buy because you're looking at the wrong month. Okay? So tomorrow after the close, roll over. One of the great things about the scanner is we actually tell you up front. Now, Nadex will make the announcement in their live platform. We actually we post it right here for you so you can see in advance when it's happening, so you know, hey, if it's happening on the 13th, that means as of the close of the market on the 12th, I need to do that. If it's happening on the 16th, as of the close of the market on the 15th, I need to update it. Okay? So it's always as of the close of the market when the new trading day starts. The trading day doesn't start at midnight. It starts at, like, say, 6. On Nadex, it starts at 6 o'clock. Okay? So, but the market closes, like the last contract then closes at 5. And on Friday, the last contract closes at 4:15. Okay? But when you're done trading for the day, whether it be Friday or whether it be Monday, always make sure you check and see, are there any rollovers? Sometimes they're midweek, sometimes they're end of week. And I just want to make sure you don't get caught looking at the wrong contract, because just about every rollover, which means about at least once a month, if not every quarter, somebody's looking at the wrong chart. And I don't know what's going on. Why is the price so different? Da-da-da-da-da. Because you don't know what's going on. Roll over your futures contracts. We try to make it as simple as we can for you. We give you both the Thinkorswim and the NinjaTrader symbols, and also, obviously, this fits with eSignal layouts as well. Put all those different pieces together, and just make things easy. Okay. Well, that gets you caught up on your contract rollovers for the day. Let's go, or the week. Let's see. Nadex just changed this rule book today, and it launched out the ability for traders in Mexico and Canada, right, and the U.S. territories to be able to come in and trade on Nadex, where it's currently been locked to the residents only of the United States, 50 states. So welcome all of U.S. territories to Nadex, and lots of those in Mexico. And I tried to find a good Canadian word, but apparently there wasn't really one, unless you're in the French-speaking districts. But welcome to Nadex, and we're glad to have you. The more traders we got, the more the market makers come, the tighter the bid-offer spreads get, and the more we all benefit. So I'm very excited that they're expanding out. That'll add on more traders, add on more opportunities, and it does nothing but help all of us out. So the more traders on an exchange, the more demand, tighter bid-offer spreads, more contracts, more hours, more instruments added. It just gets better and better as the volume continues to grow, and this is a great move to make that volume grow. They're starting with Canada, Mexico, U.S. territories, but they're going to be expanding out further. I was looking on their website this morning, and I expect that they won't have it updated until this weekend, but I did notice, I want to say that they removed, it used to be when you went to open an account for free, you had this big, you got to be a U.S. resident, and that is no longer there. So they haven't changed where you can do the drop-down yet of the country. Again, I expect that resolution to come in this weekend when they do their website update, and I would be surprised if we didn't see it on Sunday or Monday sometime, where you could, if you're from Canada or Mexico or any of the other territories, that you should be able to click that and drop it down and take advantage of it. And they're starting to already add in some other stuff. Let's see if they got the states in here yet. Just curious. No, they haven't added them in yet. So let's put all the states for the other countries in. Because they do have an other not U.S. So, yeah. I don't know if they're going to do that or if they're going to actually drop in all the states, like for Canada and all that. But, anyways, As long as somebody, obviously you can't just be a citizen of the country. You got to be a citizen of the country, and you have to apply, and they just got to verify that you are who you say you are, just like any other trading account that you open. But fill that application. It'll take 5 minutes. I don't know what the process is going to be like. I want to hear from some of you that are in Canada and Mexico and the U.S. territories. I want to hear from you. I want to hear that you've opened an account when that opens up next week, and I want to know how the process went. Was it smooth? Was it difficult? What happened? Let me know. And I like to give feedback to Nadex, and I have about 8,000 traders that follow me, and so I want to make they listen, which is pretty cool. And so if there's anything that they can improve in that process, let me know. I'd love to hear it and pass it along, because I want the exchange to be successful, because I survive trading on the exchange. So I want to make sure everybody's happy, because more happy traders equals, again, tighter bid-offer spreads, and you cannot get a tight enough bid-offer spread. It's not tight enough till it's inverted, right? So you got arbitrage going on. Okay, so we got that update going on. Well, grain reports came out this morning. Let's hop on over. Let's get on the news side of things and check out where it's at. We had some nice moves. And so I'm going to have to get my charts up over here. Let's see if I can find the right one. I had one open earlier. I wonder if I still got it. Or if I closed that one down. If I did, that's all right. We can open up another one. I'm just going to scroll through my 5,000 different charts open here. Yeah, I think we're going to open another one. No biggie. Let's do it. Okay. So let's start off with our ag reports. We'll go ahead and we'll load up and get on. Let's see here. I gotta click way down there because I gotta get to the ZC and the ZS. Alright, there is our soybeans contract. And we have our ag report. Right here, ag waste. We don't have the annual impact, but we have the ag waste report coming out. And let's see, check it out. Boom! Right there. If you don't see it, you're blind. Right, blew on through it, stopped out, not stopped out, but just blew way through. Actually, it hit the deviation level. It was hanging out there for a while. I was watching, just bouncing. Finally busted on down, went right into, just touching that 1.5 deviation level, went pretty flat. And, basically, if you waited on first high break, this is just, another thing to help you learn. Let me add in one more thing, too, for you. I want to add in, we were talking about this yesterday some. So let me add this in, see if I can get it up. Expected volume. There we go. Yep, we can get that up on the chart. And I'm going to change this to a 10-minute. We'll come back. We'll talk about what is a way that you could have traded this, because we didn't get a spikes tracker. But is there something else you could have done? And so that's what I want to talk to you about when we get back after the break. Stay right there.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details, and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And okay, so we're going through and we are looking at the ag reports. And when I added 10-minute expected volume to the chart, and we notice how not only do we have the volume spike exactly when expected, right when the news comes out, flew down to one deviation. It hesitated, flew down a little bit further. It took time, not really flew, but edged its way down, on down to 1.5 deviations, stopped. And notice how the volume just sort of chilled out. Okay, really calmed down, chilled out down here, and then popped on around and started, finally broke a high. Hadn't broke a high. So hadn't broke a high, hadn't broke a high, hadn't broke a high. Finally, it breaks a high right here. And that's where we go, okay, we're done. And then it just goes flat right into the rest of the day. So what could you have done? You could have done a buy in the money binary, like right there at 1.5 deviation level section. You could have, for like the 1 o'clock or even the 2:15s, you could have went in and done a butterfly, or maybe an iron condor at that point. So that's how you could have traded it post news. Pre-news, you can go in. You got to look at it and see. There's not a whole lot of volume there. I'm just going to tell you right now. There's not a lot of liquidity. It's corn. It's soybeans. Okay. As far as the Nadex contracts, there's just not a lot of liquidity on the ags at the moment. But, you can usually get somewhere between 10 and 40 contracts on in a single click. And so you could have looked at iron condors. They were, in my experience, they were okay. Straddles were a little bit better. You could have checked out strangles. It's an interesting, difficult trade to trade. It's one of those that takes a little bit more experience, but it's a big mover. So it's a cool thing to learn. To me, one of the best ways to trade it, if you just want to know, like, simplest, easiest, is that you got to be a futures trader and you got to have an account to handle it. Okay, about what I'm about to say. Is where you go in and you do whatever analysis you want to, and coming down to you pick a direction on what direction you think the market's going to move. Okay? Well, it's not too hard to go, let's look at this. The market is trending down. That didn't break by more than a tick, so I'm going to ignore that. And, yeah. So due to that fact of, the market trending down, we're not even breaking the high by more than a tick there, I'm going to go short. I go short corn, okay? And then what I do is I just hedge it off. I buy some spreads. How many? You buy 5. Because corn is worth $12.50 a tick. It ticks in quarters. It's $50 a point. Soybeans is the same thing. And so you go and you short the contract. You buy 5 spreads to hedge a short. You sell 5 spreads to hedge a long. And you play hedge trade. And you do have risk on the trade, but you're going to have risk no matter what trade you do. And that way, if the thing flies down, like 20 points, like it did, then you give up, say, 5 of those points in premium, but you get to keep 15, and you add, say, 5 points of risk on the trade. And that's, one of the easiest ways to trade, to hedge trade the trades. You can do that on the corn. You can also do that on the soybeans. So you got straddles, you got iron condors, you got hedge trades, and you even have, by the way, if you're wrong in the hedge trade, you can also buy some cheap binaries a little bit higher just because it flies up. So you can put a little, give up a little extra risk, take a little extra on, throw a few binaries on to cover that risk if it just flies completely against you, because usually it is going to fly one way or the other. If we go on back over, we can check out corn, and let's see what we get on corn here. We got a very similar move. And bring that up on the chart there. It takes just a second for it to show. Moved on down. Again, hit that one deviation level. We hesitated. Pushed on through. And then finally got a couple trades that trying to move on. It's trying to go short. There's no way I'm going to go short. I don't care what a signal says. I'm down. I'm at a 1.5 deviation level. I'm below the expected move. I'm below, like in every way, we are exhausted on the short side. We may be getting volume spikes to the sell side. I ain't taking them because I'm below my expected movements. I'm below my expected movements on the day and the hour. So I'm looking for a break of the high to buy, period. Just like on soybeans we looked at. Not breaking the high. Finally breaks the high. We're definitely past exhaustion levels. Bouncing right off that, you buy. You got a great in-the-money binary that you can buy. You also have a great butterfly at the end of the day, or potentially an iron condor you can throw on as well. And it just popped up, hit the 1 deviation level, and now it's starting to pop back down. We'll see if it goes down from here. But same thing. Iron condors, straddles, you got that buy on there, or you got a hedge trade. So a few different ways for you to think about for the next ag report that comes out. Write it down in your journal. Pull it back up next time. We'll be back right after this break.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization memorization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let's see here. Let's look at where we were at. And we were looking at the basically several different ways. We were at condors, strangles, straddles, reversal trade when it bounces off a deviation level once it breaks that first high. And we were also looking at hedge trades, taking advantage of the ag report. And that's where we were at right before we went to break. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next item on our list of what we got that we can cover today. And that was the natural gas report. Let's go ahead and pull that on up and look at it. So for the news for today here, we got natural gas. And give me 1 minute and I'll have that up and displayed for you. We'll walk through the trade. Comes out each and every Thursday, one of the easier trades to consistently do. And let's see here. There we go. All right. So we got our volume spikes happening. Spike trackers. You can obviously tell where natural gas inventories happen this morning at 10:30. Bam, goes down. We don't get a pullback on it though. Okay. And I can tell you, I mean, I've went in and I've tried to just be smarter than the market, try to buy before I get that pullback, before I get that trigger price broken, and buy when it breaks a high. Well, yeah, I usually regret that. So I've sort of learned to just sit back, be patient, let it do its thing. And now I will tell you that when it does do it on a inventory report, like an oil inventory or natural gas inventory, when it does give me a valid spike tracker, I'm often going to use spreads over binaries, and a lot of times I'm going to load up pretty good. So spike tracker, usually I'm going to use, as a rule of thumb, 99.99% of the time on my trades, I'm going to use binaries. But sometimes when I get a spike tracker on natural gas or oil inventory, I will actually look at doing the spreads, because those energies move so fast, and it's you go in for 20 cents risk and make 40, 80 cents on it. That's like risking, do 10 contracts, risking 200 to make $400, $800. That's well worth it. But anyways, we didn't get one on it, but it stayed right within the range for an iron condor, for an iron butterfly. It also went right to the expectations if you're looking at a straddle strangle. From moving to those movements, so it didn't go outside the expectations, which is good for an iron condor or iron butterfly if you're looking at the widths of the ranges, and it stayed, but it pushed right near them, which is perfect if you're looking at a straddle. Strangle's a little bit more difficult because if you don't hit your take profit, well, you don't profit at all, you lose everything. But a straddle, you should have made a decent little profit, because at least as long as you weren't trying to overextend yourself, because it did move those expected moves as planned. All right, so again, as a review for you, what we do on these is, again, we look at spike trackers after, but before we look at the expected move, because the report happens just about, I'd say 45 out of 50 whatever weeks of the year, happens the same day, the same hour, every week. Natural gas, Thursday, 10:30, oil, Wednesday, 10:30. So since it always happens at the same time, it really helps out with those expected moves on that specific news report. Just like unemployment claims happens Thursday mornings. Okay? So putting that together, you see what the expected movement is, the impact, and that's a specific natural gas report, or a specific oil report on Wednesday, and you can see how it gets really wide. See how the expected move is small over here. Right here we got an expectation, of 0.0303. Over here we go, okay, what's our expectation? Here we got a move of 0.0888, almost triple. And then the following hour, what happens? 0.0313. So you can see it really is factoring in that news about to come out for the expected move. And so I'll look at the pricing and use iron condor, straddle calculator, see which one's best, and go, okay, well, what are my levels? Where am I shooting at? What are the prices? And can I take profit, or am I in a safe zone? If there's a good straddle, I'll take it. If there's a good condor, I'll take it. If there's not either, then I'll only look at for spike tracker. Either way, I'm going to look for a spike tracker after a news report. Okay, so that gets us caught up right there. And let's see what else we have. We got some pretty nice moves on oil. Let me open up. Let's see. We get an oil chart going here. And we get that up. It's pound dollar. We'll switch it up to oil. So let me go down here. We'll pull oil up. Look at what's going on. With that on the screen there, I'm going to roll it on over. We're going to look at a diagnostic chart on this one. So let's flip this puppy up to 12 ticks diagnostic bars for the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And there we go. All right. And let's look at this nice move, because it's a big move. What do you do with that, right? So nice bounce on back up. But anyway, so going back, let's get this loaded. It takes a couple minutes, because what I'm doing is I'm actually pulling a lot of information down at one time. I'm going in and I'm pulling every single tick and the volume that happened on every single tick. Okay? So that way I can calculate the true expected volume by the tick, by the bar. It's not just a time-based bar. So we're looking at it's a price-based bar, which means until the market moves X number of ticks, we don't got anything. And so right here, looking at this morning, we had two apex short patterns, so pretty simple patterns right there. And both with the P's making lower lows than the previous P's. We got the MVP heading on south and staying smooth and true to form. We get a nice MVP reversal to go long and get a great buy right here. We buy just a few ticks above the high of that bar, so 90.97. Get an entry to go long. We take that and take it on up, and we trail with the MVP line. We don't get triggered till over here. That gives us a good little move of, give or take, approximately 90 cents, a $900 trade, one trade. So you cannot get a smoother move. Actually, it's like 105 ticks. Is that right? Is it 105 or is it 90? Which one is it? I'm going to redraw it because I want to know. That was I'm a bit upset. I was on a webinar and not taking that trade. Let's see here. We got to move on up to. Oh yeah, it was 90. I was right. Just got to click it to finalize it. And it had some add-on moves too. And notice, one of the beautiful things about this trade right here, it was down. Really, really far. Where was it down to? It was an MVP right off the one deviation level. How about that? Okay. So flying on down, moves down to one deviation and bounces right off of it as expected. We get a signal to go long. We go long, grab a $900 entry on the thing. And after moving back up an entire deviation, the market starts to flatten off. Would not be looking. If you waited to get in up here, man, you waited a little bit too long. Okay, you could have went in, you could have scalped, 30 cents or whatever out of the thing. But definitely would have been a profit popper type entry on both cases. Because why? It's still dangerous, but you're back up a deviation. So but it moved on up. It moved up pretty far. We got to move up. Looking at the deviation mark at the 1.6 deviations was our maximum move on the day, and so now it's just sort of chilling out up there. I don't know where it's going to go, what it's going to do, but that was the trade. And we had trades last night. We had a couple smaller trades this morning, but we had that perfect trade right there at the market open. Perfect MVP reversal. And right off the one deviation level. So you got to love that. All right. What else do we got on our news you can use reports here? Let me pull it up. Walk on through it. Just want to give you a little market review and go through some of the different setups and the different releases that already came out. And also make sure you're caught up. I did want to, by the way, take a moment and say, again, thank you. My daughter was doing a fun run fundraiser. I'm actually going to be going to cheer her on tomorrow as she runs her laps and does her whole fitness fun run thing. But she's doing a big fun run. Her website's felicitymartin.com, and I know a lot of y'all contributed to that. Her goal was to raise $50 a lap that she runs to help get new computers for her school. And she hit $58.40. And so, again, I wanted to thank everybody out there that helped sponsor her. She did really well, and she's still trying to get a little bit more. She's like, why not go for more? So if you want to give to help out the school, that's awesome. But, she hit her goal, so we're there where we need to be. But if you want to help out, then, definitely no problem, obviously. That'd be the school. Sure, the school would appreciate it. But I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of y'all. Thank y'all for supporting her and her school and education. All right, so that's the other news, right? And but I brought that up. Main reason I brought that up was to let you know I'm going to be out tomorrow, cheering her on. And okay, so what else do we got? We got tonight. We have Euro Industrial Production Report. Looking at an iron condor on the trade. It's a really flat trade. Not expecting a lot to happen out of this thing. Okay, we're talking 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Like a 15 ticket move is the average expectation on this thing. So we got an iron condor earning at 11 for a 7 a.m. expiration. And then going into tomorrow, let me see here. We got what trade? We got to be aware of it. Governor Kurata is going to be speaking at 2:05 a.m., so make sure you have that on your chart for you yen traders out there. We got the U.S. Core Retail Sells Iron Condor trade. That's going to be an enter at 8 a.m. for a 10 a.m. expiration for the 8:30 release of the U.S. core retail sells. Looking for a minimum take profit of $25. Okay, that's an iron condor. Trading that on Nadex, on the Nadex exchange. Again, you can go to TFNN.com. Click on the Nadex banner on the right side. Click on Trading. Demo trading account. Let me show you for those out there watching us on Tiger TV, inside eSignal, and on the website. And again, go on over to TFNN.com. Click on the Nadex banner on the right side of the page. Click on Trading, Demo Trading Account. Get signed up. Put in your username. It's free. It's instant. There's no reason to wait to get your demo. I read an email last night. Somebody was telling me, okay, so I'm checking out Nadex, and I'm going to wait to get my demo till I'm ready. I'm like, dude, you're never ready until you at least got a demo, you know? It's free. There's no reason to wait. Fill in your username. Fill in your first name, your last name. Fill in your phone number. Fill in your email address. Click Apply for Demo. Check your email. You'll have a password. You'll be able to log in. Okay? Then get some education. Go to the trading section or education section. Check out the webinars. We got, I do webinars for them on Mondays and stuff. But also, of course, we got right here on TFNN. I'm covering live market commentary and talking all about what different ways to trade Nadex. And but if you also want to get some courses, you want to get access to my binary scanner, my Nadex spread scanner, the deviation levels that I'm talking about all the time, hop on over here, check them out for free over on the TFNN website under that Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer section, okay? And that'll help you get going on trading Nadex. So again, we got a U.S. core retail sells Nadex trade, and we'll be trading that, entering at 8 a.m. for a 10 a.m. expiration, for a minimum profit of $25, an iron condor, free to be able to do that trade. Let's see, what else do we have? That really is our main news lineup for tomorrow. And what else do I got that I want to go over? Because I know I have a few more things I definitely wanted to cover with you during the show. And let's see here. Yeah, I can't cover the forum on the show there. Let's see, news, we got that covered. And, okay, so last couple things I wanted to look at. What's coming up next week? Let's do a little sneak peek here. See what we got on the list. And we'll pull that up. Give me 1 second. And I just got to load up a few things so that way I can go over it with you. Okay, so we want to go into next week, and I have one thing on here. There it is. All right, so I got all my stats going, and what to be aware of, what to look at for trades. And let me roll on over. So we got Friday, we got Saturday. Okay, Saturday. Just be aware that there'll be some China releases coming out Saturday. That will impact, could easily impact yen and Aussie. So if you're holding any positions, if you're a spot or futures or CFD or whatever trader, if you're holding a position as a weekend, also there's a Euro, it's like Econ Finance meeting happening all day. That could affect the Euro over the weekend. And looks like they got a little detailed start alert note there. They're in Brussels. They're attended by all the finance ministers from the EU member states. They go over a lot of different topics, meaning a lot of different news can pour out of them. Just be aware, if you're holding a position in the weekend, you might get slammed. So either hedge it or close it. That's just my 2 cents. So you do whatever you want to. But Sunday, we're going to have yen is going to have a holiday. So that will impact the yen. It'll make it really slow. It'll usually make the IV really low. Okay? Which means you might be able to get some cheap IV trades going on Monday. Hint, hint. Okay? Man, we got a new motor vehicle sales report coming out as well on the Aussie on Sunday night. We'll talk about that. Do we have time? Let's see here. All right, yeah, we'll talk about that when we get back. Right after this.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
You've heard Basil Chapman on the air as the host of the Tiger Technicians Hour, and now's your chance to spend a full day learning his trading methodology, the Chapman Wave. Basil has taught thousands of students his trading methods over the years, and on Friday, September 12th, he'll be hosting a one-day online Master Trader Series class. Included is a month of his daily newsletter, The Opening Call, a $128 value. Basil will cover a variety of topics and techniques that he uses when looking at key charting patterns that repeat consistently in the market and that you can add to your trading methodology. You have access to the full 8-hour archive for a period of 30 days, as well as availability to ask questions of Basil in the month following the course as you practice what he teaches in this full-day Master Trader class. For all the details, visit TFNN.com and sign up for Basil Chapman's Master Trader class on Friday, September 12th. Reserve your seat today.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Looking at next week's trades, getting you ready for the news. Checking out Monday, what all we got on that we might be able to, like I said, take advantage of. We do have monetary policy meeting minutes. That's something that you definitely want to be aware of. And, again, it's a be aware event. It's not a tradable event. There's not a number on it. But just be aware of the monetary policy meeting minutes coming out and what that could cause some major volatility or maybe a non-event. But you just don't want to be shocked. Like, what happened at 9:30? I was just trading along on my chart, and then all of a sudden, boom. So, unfortunately, it's not one that we have a trade plan for, but it is one that you just want to know it's there. Also, the add to that, the RBA governor, that's basically their Yellen, their Bernanke, whatever, is going to be, or the assistant governor, so I guess it's not quite all the way up there. But anyway, he's going to be making a little speech. So that'll be happening at the Economic Summit in Sydney. So pretty big deal, 8 o'clock. Could also have some impact on the Aussie on Monday night. Make sure you got that on your Be Aware events on your calendar. Let's see here. What else do we got? I got Empire State Manufacturing, usually a non-event. But I'd be aware of that one too. So really just want to be aware of things, but nothing major besides this. I'd be more concerned with the facts on the Aussie stuff. And then again, don't forget about that whole yen thing I was talking about. Holidays, I've definitely seen with that. And then 9:30 on Sunday, we got the new motor vehicle sales. So I forgot about that one. Sunday night, new motor vehicle sales on Sunday night on the Aussie dollar. So that way you are not caught off guard again if you're trading Sunday night. I want to make sure you have those because I won't be here to give them to you tomorrow. And don't want you to get, like I said, caught off guard. And let's see, what else we got here? All right, so that covers us for Sunday. That covers us for Monday. So really nothing going on Sunday and Monday. Let's roll on into Tuesday. Bank of Japan Governor Kurata is going to be making a speech at 1:30. Okay, so obviously it can have an impact on the yen. Be very aware of that. We're going to have various reports coming out on the pound. And these are pretty high-impact reports, CPIs, PPIs, RPIs. And if I am correct, that is a straddle event. So, which we like. We don't get a lot of those, right? Most of them are iron condors, but I want to say that's a straddle event. And so I'm just doing a quick double check here on it to make sure I'm not imagining things. And let me pull up all my stats on my stat engine where we pull all this research together. And let's see here. What else do we got? We got that PPI 19th, July 15th. Okay, I want to look at one more thing on it. July 15th. Let's see. RPI, PPI. Yeah, nothing happening on that one. Okay, and then let me go back over. And now I'm looking over at the other stats. I'm just trying to put the entire plan together. I have one plan in here. But one thing I do is I always go back through and I recheck. Because obviously as every news trade comes out, we can see some, big or small moves. Let's see. Last trade on this whole combination of this PPI, RPI, PPI, CPI, whatever pound dollar moved about 36. Let's see here. By 7 a.m. we got a move of 42 pips. Before that, we got to move a 70. You know what? I'm going to have to catch you up on that on Monday. But looks like we just might have ourselves a straddle. All right. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you on Monday on the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And stay tuned because we have another great show coming up for you right after this.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
You're watching Tiger TV.